Hey everybody. It seemed like a good time to make another one of these. I sound a lot more tired than I actually am. I slept really good. It doesn't happen often, to be honest. And I'm a little tired, but like not in a bad way, if that makes sense. It's almost like I slept too much. But anyway, I'm not putting any care into how I look right now. These videos, I never really have for them. And that's not what they're about at all. But this just felt like a good time to make another one of these. It's kind of funny how everything seems to come together at certain times. And I think it just has to do with energy. And I feel very capable of accomplishing things that a lot of times I don't. And perhaps it's because how tired I feel all the time. Just from not sleeping right. But also just being so distracted. And there being a complete level of fear in that, in all the procrastination that I do. But today, the energy feels really good. And I don't believe in things being meant to be necessarily. I'm kind of just a skeptic to anything like that, of a greater meaning. Because I used to believe in that type of stuff, and it was a little bit schizophrenic. But I do believe in energy, and the energy is there right now. And it's just very ironic because it's almost like as soon as a door closes, another opens, and people do say that. And again, I don't want to get too attached to any, this is how things are or must be way of thinking, but it is funny. I had this way of making money that I finally started to really get after, and the door just closed. I closed it on myself as soon as I started doing it, which is a real damn shame, because I could have made a really good amount of money, and it would be really good for me getting out of here, which is what I've been wanting to do for so long. I'm trying to talk a little fast. I have no idea how much memory's on my phone. It's been cutting my videos off. It's been a real pain in the ass. I've had all these different things I want to do, and finding, well, more like really being able to decide which to focus on and put my energy towards has been difficult. And I've ended up doing none of them, kind of as a result. And then also just being depressed about what I've been dealing with. But I have been kind of telling myself, you have to just move forward, because that's all you can do. And it's some days really hard. Some days it's been really getting me down. But I do know that's what's best for me, and it is kind of my only option. I mean, it is my only option. So it's what I have to do. And I felt today like, not thinking about it, just even though it's not been very long, only like an hour, 2 at the most, but that's rare. And I woke up not thinking about it, not sad about it. And I kind of felt like what I felt like when I was living in Florida. Just like, wow, look at all the opportunity out here. Look at everything that can be. Everything that that's out there. And that's what I've been really wanting life to feel like again. And I have a lot of these physical ailments that bother the hell out of me. Like every time I walk up and down stairs, my knees kill me. And it's because I got way too drunk and got hurt. I don't even remember what happened at a party that I felt really, really foolish about having let that happen. And that's what you get getting drunk on giant ass hills in West Virginia at frat parties. But I was standing here recording. This is where the good energy is, down here. And, well, for one, perspective is everything. And I always have it through the perspective of my injury, and that is really sad. And it doesn't need to be that way, especially when I tell myself I can get better. Now, maybe it won't be exactly as it was or the same, but I can improve from where I am to a point that will be fine and that my life will not be over like I assumed it was for so long. And I'm just sick of that being so dictating of my thoughts. But I think it has a lot to do with the way people treat it and talk about it online and the hopelessness, and it's not great. But anyway, I'm focused on the good here and the fact that I am going to fucking get better anyway. This is like just my little personal diary, I guess, that I'm sharing online. But I was standing right here, just looking at my whole house, and there was a couple, almost said bees, a couple flies having sex right there, right when I was gonna start recording. And I thought, some flies fucking there. There's a rabbit back here eating. Of course, he runs as soon as I turn to him. I set food out for him. There's 2 rabbits live in my backyard. As soon as I point him out, he runs off. How funny. But yeah. Just thought, everything's happening. And right now, it's funny that I decided to start trying to really focus on making money because I was just so swept up in things that were bumming me out so much. And then I do something very foolish and close that door for myself. But it's funny that it comes right now because it's like just too late to do what I wanted to do. And I never thought it would take me this long to get out of here. I never thought I'd waste this much time. And I've let an entire year blow past me that feels like didn't even happen. And I pretty much spent the entire thing being wrapped up in this and being sad. And I've had this weird need to like record everything that I do and think and feel. And I'm doing it right now. But this is more to just document my process and my progress of getting out of it, I suppose. I like this shirt also. But it's like now school's starting and I wanted to move to Tampa and live in a student housing so that I could be surrounded by young people and meet people very easily and naturally and have like built-in friends and relationships. And I thought that would be awesome. I thought that would be huge for my life and a big part of why I even wanted to go back to Tampa. And I kind of fucked that for myself because now school's starting, so that's not even really an option. And I still want to film a movie here, so I'll be here for a little while longer to get that done. And there are opportunities opening as to how to broach that. But with what I'm dealing with, I'm a little afraid about school starting just because the things I want don't align with how things are. But I think worrying about it's not going to do me any good, and I should just go for it and just do what I want and do what I can. And I need to try to work on getting better as best I can. And for some reason, I've been afraid to. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I need to take my car in and get it looked at since I wrecked also. I had it fixed and it's still got issues and I haven't taken it back, and I could have done that today, but just keep putting it off longer and longer. It's been months now. I mean, I was going to do it before I went on this job a couple months ago, and it's been a couple months now. I let another job get by. I didn't apply for. And at first I wanted to, and then as it got in my rear view, I was like, do I even want to? Do I even want to work again in this kind of work? Doing what I was doing, it's a lot of physical work, a lot of physical labor, and nonstop on your feet, long hours, long days, 12 hours at least every day. It's a lot, but I'm not a coffee drinker, but kind of wanted some today. I just been thinking about a little bit at least how my life would be so different had I stayed in Florida. I'd have a friend group, I'm sure. I'd social life. If I could have avoided this injury, my life would be so much better. But this is reality. This is what is. I badly need a haircut. My hair is way too long. The hat doesn't do me much good anymore. I'm afraid of cutting the curls out because it's a perm. and I don't want to sit and get a perm again. It took like an hour. It's also very expensive. Costs like $100. But yeah, and now I'm looking at, God, I could have made all this money so easy. I could still do it. It's just a road bump or roadblock. I don't know. That's the least of my issues, and that was the first thing I thought, thinking, because it's health issue, everything else seems so small. And even that, if I can get better, goddamn, I'll get better, you know? It really doesn't need to be the end of the world. It really is as big as I feel that it is and allow it to be for myself, you know? It's as big as I let it be. It will bother me as much as I let it bother me. So, that's how the world is. And this is all me talking about myself, but, you know, since I'm posting this, if any of this relates to other people, good. That's kind of the whole purpose of posting it in a way, other than me trying to be heard. Is like, if this does something for you, you feel not so alone in the world with your issues and what you're going through. Good. I've been neglecting my health, and I'm realizing that's the only thing that's permanent. Like, I have this weird feeling when I see something broken in real life that I should fix it, but yet don't do that with my own body. And I think part of me is like, what's the point? I'm already so fucked up and I'm already so broken. But it's insane to think that way. Like, I have floaters in my eyes, I have all these other issues, but I see this, like, where the porch is bumping out. It's hard to point. It's hard to point in the video. Like, there, it's coming out. And I'm like, oh, I should fix that. But I'm thinking, you know, I need to, like, work on my own body. I need to work out. But I've been telling myself with this other health issue, I'm like, what's the point? What's the point of doing that? Because I do want to do it for vain reasons. I do want to do it to look better. But feeling better, too, would not be bad. And I'm thinking, you know, I really should get after it. It's definitely not too late. I mean, starting sooner would have been great. There's this old proverb, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. I like that. Can't change what is. Can't sit around and think about, wow. Yeah, you know, it's a shame because there are some people who really are lucky and feel lucky, and there's others who are horribly unlucky and feel unlucky. But God, it can change. And I don't know how much of it has to do with your mindset, but I'd say it helps. Probably. And I felt horribly unlucky in more ways than one. And people that know me seem to think I'm very unlucky also. And I hate that. I hate that so much. I don't want to be fucking unlucky. I don't want to be an unlucky person. But people that know me well think that of me. And I think a lot of it is just me making bad decisions. And I think, how much longer can I keep making bad decisions? It's this horrible, toxic, cyclical loop that I've been in, that I've like put and kept myself in. And it's bad. But I was thinking today about what my life really can be. And it does suck. I put a little roadblock in front of getting money, but fuck, dude, I could just go get a job too. There's just some quick and easy ways like eBay. And I think I'm gonna get after that too. Maybe today. But then I sit here and go, well, should I write my script? Or should I look for treatment stuff? And there is a level of importance of what I need to do. The first, most important thing is probably take my car in, along with the treatment stuff. But oh, I think there's a tree over here. Noisy tree. I don't think that joke worked. Anyway, yeah. I kind of totally lost my vibe, my mojo there. My mental slipped and went somewhere else, but I was just thinking about, like, I could have that life I wanted. It's not over, it's not too late. Go to the gym every day. The idea of working every day in some job that's just time consuming and draining really does suck. It is depressing. And I don't know, maybe if you like your work life, it keeps you busy. You see you're around people, it could be good. I mean, a lot of people end up liking their work friends a lot, and maybe I'm just consuming the negative of it too much from like internet memes and stuff. But I guess I gotta try it to really see. I've had jobs I liked a lot and some I didn't, but I've only worked the type of thing that I do, which is like gig work. I was thinking, yeah, I really could get out of here. I guess having some experience would help me. Realistically, get a job once I go there. I hate that I had such a great way to make money and I did get right in front of myself. I had just kind of bad luck in a way. I just talked my way out of a speeding ticket yesterday, though, so that was good luck. Although bad luck that I got pulled over, but it goes both ways. But I need to take better care of myself and not neglect my body. I think that comes with happiness, too. Being happy, allowing yourself to care about yourself. Ooh, there's that noisy tree I was looking for. Well, to anyone that wasn't disgusted by that, I just drank coffee, so, and that's my sense of humor. It's nice to be with nature. I didn't want to waste a ton of time making this, though, because I do need to just do these things, and this is a good way to, like, just talk about it and then not do it. When you make a big mistake, it is hard to ever move past it. I can tell people about it a bunch, but nobody else is going to care. I mean, their answer is always just like, whatever, move on. But when it's like this injury and it's something you carry with you, and I think I might have caused a lifelong injury that I could have prevented and I didn't, that's hard. That's hard to fucking shake. But I can't look at it that way because it's not forever, necessarily. It doesn't have to be at all. Doesn't have to be at all. Just need to try. It is a downbeat for sure, like very much so if I think about it and let it be. So I shouldn't. And it does bother me a lot. But I shouldn't let it any more than the bare minimum at most. Everybody's got issues and problems in life, man. Things can be a lot worse. The modern world is very accommodating and cushy. Our modern lives are both of those things. So, comparison is death, though. When we compare up, comparing down can be a little nice. Like I was watching a video about communist Maoist China last night, and let's just say their lives made me feel awfully grateful. So, there is that. Now, is that an extreme example compared to the modern world? Yeah. Compared to modern day America, yes. Granted, they think America's collapsing, so maybe we'll be heading towards something that looks a little more like that. And then I'll go, this is suffering. I hope not. I don't hope that whatsoever. But that's what some people think. Perhaps a bit extremist or crazy, but easy to say till it happens. But anyway, that's not what the video's about. So I guess I've run out of things to say other than just like, that's what's happened. And I would love to be like, yeah, I moved as fast as I could and I prevented this from happening, but I gotta quit talking about that. I'd love to say that. It didn't happen. People make mistakes all the time, and it bothers us. I mean, I know people who failed to catch things soon enough, and God bless them, it killed them. And I hate that. And I used to think that was so not wise, not super intelligent. And then I did the same thing. So, we make mistakes. Sometimes really simple little ones. And we pay for them. But as long as I can get better, man, like I said, it'll bother me as much as I let it. And it doesn't have to be the end of my life because it can get better. And as long as I do what it takes to get better, within enough time, it'll be in my rear view. It'll be in my past. It'll be behind me. I don't want to fucking talk about it anymore. I don't want it to be my problem anymore. I want to see the beauty in life. And I've been saying this for so long that I've just sat at home and not moved on because I've let it rob me of beauty and seeing the beauty in the world and motivation. And I woke up today seeing all those things, and I usually wake up seeing my problem instead. So it's been nice. And I've come from one problem to another. I'm such a case of a person to look at and think I'm just miserable because I want to be. But it's been different things that have all been really bad. The other ones were mostly mental, and now it's this physical thing. And I guess a big part of it's me letting it mentally bother me, but it's still a pretty bad thing, to put it lightly. But what else can I do? I do feel uniquely in a position I feel in a unique position with this. But it's only going to bother me as much as I let it. And I struggle a lot with girls and dating and relationships also, and doesn't help any of the rest of this and vice versa. But, it only matters as much as you let it. Am I seeing a lot of kids I went to high school with getting engaged and married? Yeah. And it makes me feel fucking weird because I've not even dated anyone seriously. But everybody's on a very different path in life. And I want to work on my creative stuff. That gives me joy and passion. And sometimes I burn myself out thinking about all that too much, consuming too much, watching fucking YouTube too much, about creating, about all of this. And that, it burns me out. But what I need to do is sleep well, eat well, take care of myself, work out, feel good. Seriously, I actually really do need to do those things. And then have like a routine in life. And then really commit time to my creative endeavors. And within time, I'll have real quality mental clarity and energy and creativity, and be able to bang out these scripts and be able to really get after it and write and do well. And I think with enough of this, I think I've got some really great ideas that'll go really far. Make this short film, write this TV pilot I want to do, and then a lot of other concepts I have too. I want to touch people emotionally. I want to move people. I want to be influential. I want to be one of the big people of my generation making things, making film and television and scripts and writing and creative endeavors. And I do believe that I can do all of that. I just have to get over my personal problems. And I do think that maybe people will look back and go, look at this guy. He got over these problems that were really tough at a young age and went on to be successful. How inspiring. At least I hope so. Anyway, guys, this is pretty goddamn long, so I'm gonna cut this off now. Also, that coffee ran through me. But I love being outside, I do. I love getting over my problems, but can't waste too much time. You gotta come out and enjoy it. But then get back after what you gotta do. I've been wasting a lot on YouTube and playing Nintendo and all this shit. And distractions. But distracting yourself isn't helpful. It can be a nice release when you need it, but working on stuff is what's fulfilling and what makes me feel good and what will make anyone feel good. Progress. So I need to spend that time instead working out or working on my projects. Or doing things that make money. So, with that said, I'm going to end this. Adios. Wish you the best. hopefully make some really great progress from here. I'm gonna do everything I can to. So I will. Son. All right. Bye bye.